And now, the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it's clear, I'll state my case. Oh, with time, certain, I lived like that fool. I travel each and every highway and more, oh, much more than this. I did it my way. Regrets? Oh, I had a few, but the dengue too few to mention. I did what I had to do, and so it's true. Without expansion, I planned each quarter's course, each careful step along the byway, and more, molto di più. Ho fatto a modo mio. Yes, there were times I sure you knew when I bit off more than I could chew. But truth be told, when there are doubts, I let it up and split it out. I let it all, and I stood tall. I did it my way. I loved and cried. I had my fear, my share of losing. And now, I still subside. I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and my eyes say, not in a shy way. Oh no, oh no, no, io, I did it my way. For what is a man? What have he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the thing he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows. I did it my way. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Federico, for being here. And as usual, a very beautiful, heartfelt performance.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And I remember this, of course, as you said, is an homage to the global legend Frank Sinatra. Last year, I was a humbly special guest at Frank Sinatra 100 in San Francisco. And so we homage, thank you, to homage Frank Sinatra for his 101 birthday.
101.
Yes, exactly December. So last year he was born on December 11,
Really?
and I performed last year on December 12, 11, I performed here in San Francisco, and the day after was in Los Angeles, and New York City, New Jersey also when he was born. Of course, he was an Italian American. He was born in USA, in New Jersey, the New York State. And I could be also an Italian American, also Egyptian, as you know.
Yes, I know. You're truly a person of the world. Yeah, you really are. And here in San Francisco at the Bay Area Video Coalition and Planet Glee, it's so special for you to be here.
Thank you so much. I like to homage you by a rose. Okay.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh,
thank you.
Oh, it's so beautiful. And pink. Oh. Oh, I have to show my rose. Yay. Lucky girl. I also want to show you some rings that
thank you. You wear it from
me.
Egypt.
It's
yes.
Very powerful. Thank you so much.
And for good luck.
Yeah, for me and everybody.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah. I'd like to, I'm sure our audience would like to know, how did you meet Frank Sinatra?
I had the luck, of course, to have met him through his close friend. She was a legend of a legends, and I speak about the amazing Marlene Dietrich.
Wow.
And so I met her in Paris because she kindly liked to see me, to meet me, because she read some article about my shows in Italy in stadium against racism.
Really?
And so I met her in Paris, and then we become friends, and she liked to introduce me to Frank Sinatra that I met in New York City.
Let's bring up a picture
of
you and Marlena.
Yes, this was in Paris. You can see also the great actress Romy Schneider.
And
me, I was with a mustache at that time. This was in Paris too. Yes, a little bit transformed, as usually.
Oh, but that's such a great picture of you too. And for our younger viewers who have not heard of Marlene Dietrich, she's here in the hat, wearing the hat.
Oh, yes.
Now, was she from Austria or Germany?
Of course, Germany.
Okay.
Totally from Deutschland, from Germany. And I homage her to when I was, I think after I met her, I homage her in theater because I was a special guest of a show, means a theatrical show of Wolfgang Borchert, expressionist author from Deutschland, from Germany. The drama was called Out the Door, and I had a role of the death in the river Elba.
Wow.
And so the director liked that I could start the show to sing Lili Marlene.
You know what?
In German, of course.
Okay. Oh, you sang in German?
Only in German, means of course she sang in English also, but Lili Marlene was all the world know in German. During the Second World War, even the enemies sang Lili Marlene in German. This was in the history of the humanity something that so unique that even the enemy sang Lili Marlene. So means during the war was a symbol of peace.
Oh, beautiful.
So this is extremely important, and I like a lot that.
Yes, and you've just returned, if I'm not mistaken, from Cairo as your role of UNESCO representative for Italy, yeah?
Yes, I was in Biblioteca Alexandrina. Of course, we use the Greek name of Alexandria Library, UNESCO, and it was a great meeting. With the international friend of Biblioteca Alexandrina, we have 60 countries friend of Alexandria Library, and then I was interviewed with by my friend Ahmed Saad, that is a director, and for Akhbar El-Yom is one of the most important Egyptian newspaper about 11/11, means November 11, that was supposed some manifestation, and he asked me to tell about the Egyptian economy, and I said Egypt has to produce something, and I announced come in Egypt is safe, and so it was a good experience. But I have to say that the Egyptian state television first make an interview for me about Frank Sinatra. It was Dr. Tagrid Arafa for the second channel of the Egyptian state television. Everybody can see YouTube. And I appreciate that Egyptian state television, few days before the December 11, 2015, interviewed me about Frank Sinatra, about Dalida, Marlene Dietrich, also Dalida, the extremely famous singer in all the planet, but especially in Arab world, was friend of Marlene Dietrich, and even, I think, friends of Frank Sinatra too.
Wow. Shall we, I'm thinking, what was I going to say? What is the story of My Way, the song?
The story of My Way means I sang My Way because is related with my life too. But of course, Frank Sinatra.
Excuse me, Federico.
Yes.
Frank Sinatra, I think you told me, was performing like outside. He hadn't yet been accepted as a singer, right?
Means it was hard for him. Was hard
People
for
don't
him.
know this. Yeah.
Was hard for him, as usually for all of us is hard, to came in artistic field. In cinema, in theater, in the field of the song, there are unfortunately usually a lot of problem of envy, competition. I don't like competition because I like to be myself.
Right.
And Frank Sinatra too, with his so great charisma. And so was very hard for him, and he really took something by his energy, his soul. Yes, because he was a fighter, and when was needed to be. And he was a lovely person. In fact, so he took the song My Way. My Way originally is Comme d'habitude, that Claude François, another legend of France, sang, and Frank Sinatra liked a lot Comme d'habitude, and he used some new words. new words, and so Frank Sinatra made a immense success, as all of you knows, and I like to sing my way because for some reasons the life of Frank Sinatra and my life are a little bit similar. So is I love my way. You know, our life or the life of everybody is linked with a curtain. That sometimes the curtain is open, sometimes is closed, and we try to open again the curtain to ourselves from inside. Everything happens from inside, of course, and to the other people. That's right?
Yeah.
And you too, for sure.
Well, Frank Sinatra, for one thing, was such a great singer. I mean, who can deny him that? I mean, the way he used words in the song, his singing style is nobody else can copy that.
Nobody else. And his charisma, his personality came, is all the time was expressed by the songs as an actor too. But
Sure.
of course, live Frank Sinatra was immense, and so I got a luck to meet him in New York City. And happened a strange episode in New York City that a poor man was coming in a restaurant in New York with Frank Sinatra, and out the door was a poor man with harmonica, we called in Italian harmonica, singing My Way, and he didn't recognize Frank Sinatra as he was sad, this poor man. And of course, he didn't have the permission to come in the restaurant, so I noted this episode. And you know what happened to me in Rome after the world event in San Francisco about Frank Sinatra? That I was in metro and thinking to the big event about Frank Sinatra in San Francisco. I was in Rome and came in the metro during my thinking, and poor man with harmonica singing My Way was amazing. Was the same episode that happened many years ago when I met Frank Sinatra. So I made we are making a short movie about this episode. The title is The Applause Are Not For Me, means are for the poor man. And by Ahmed Saad and Pizzo Butrus-Ghali, that is great international actor. He was born in Egypt.
What a beautiful story.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I didn't film the poor man in the metro in Rome because to respect him. So I proposed to Ahmed Saad to make a short movie, and so the role of the poor man was of Pizzo Butrus-Ghali. So I hope is coming soon this short movie.
Oh, excellent. I want to say that your whole presentation today has been multicultural. You know.
Yes, that is also thanks to you because you are definitely multicultural.
Thank you.
Oh,
I
yes.
try.
And so for this reason, we become friends because we have some strong thing in common about to be a citizen of the world, about freedom.
Right.
And also, I don't like to speak about that because it's a little bit a secret, but I just mentioned narcissism, so it's a new project of the documentary fiction of the great Jennifer Lee.
Oh, that's really sweet. That is my current project.
Very important.
I think it has a lot to do with our city here in the U.S.
In
San
US and in the
Francisco.
world also, because narcissism is could be positive, but could be also, we know, very negative.
Can be
You know,
destructive,
yes,
sure.
can be destructed in the families, in the relationship, in the society, and in the countries too.
Yeah.
So it means you could face an important an important topic. So here is me in La Chanteuse Avantin, my show. My assistant took something belong to me. Of course,
beautiful.
this is Frank Sinatra, because your Planet Glee, I think, is dedicated to Frank Sinatra. So this is the poster, means the flyer of Frank Sinatra 100 here in San Francisco, Herbst Theater and Italian Cultural Institute in San Francisco. And my assistant took also my coat of arms, okay, and something related to Pasolini. I saw Ferlinghetti, because I perform Ferlinghetti. That, of course, is a idol everywhere, but also in San Francisco. Ferlinghetti and Armando Milani, 50 image, and for Armando Milani, 50 poems, of course, by Ferlinghetti, Lawrence Ferlinghetti. Here is a picture with Pasolini. Exactly that picture that you saw in the computer with the great actress that she was his favorite actress, and
Well,
then
shall we show a
other
picture of?
things.
We can actually show a picture of Pasolini.
Yes,
Yeah.
Pasolini is also here because I
Paolo.
saw some show from Laura Betti. Laura Betti, she is, I showed before. Laura Betti was his favorite actress, and so after the death of Pasolini, I saw a great show of Laura Betti concerning her story with Pierpaolo Pasolini and, of course, his poems. And here is another great personality, is Judith Malina, the founder with Julian Beck of Living Theater in New York City, close friend of my friend Dario Bellezza, close friend of Pasolini. And I performed Perturbation with by Dario, that Dario Bellezza kindly make a adaptation for me in theater. So I am very proud of that. This is a dedication.
May I, pardon me for interrupting.
Yes.
May I show this particular picture?
This is me in Egypt, that I wrote Egypt, in Cairo. I performed in Cairo and Rome. In Cairo, in the Cairo International Festival of Experimental Theater.
Oh, how
Yes,
cool.
yes.
Experimental theater.
Oh yes, it's exactly. It's a unique festival that recently came back this year, and so we have again the Cairo International Festival of Experimental Theater that a great Minister of Culture, Farouk Hosni, created in Egypt. It's a great festival with 60, 70 countries between Cairo and Alexandria, so this is related.
That's a lot.
Yes.
No, I love this picture. That's, you're such a consummate actor. I just want to make sure I show all of the.
So this is related by me, of course, Frank Sinatra, Judith Malina, Dario Bellezza. Unfortunately, never I met Pasolini, but I performed Pasolini and with Dario Bellezza, his close friend Dario Bellezza. So I am great, and I hope to perform again Pasolini and Dario Bellezza, that I performed in Berkeley some years ago.
Oh,
It
nice.
was one main show with two pianos, and
Two pianos.
I have, my assistant took also a great person with me, Linda McCartney, the wife of Paul McCartney. We was in Venice at the presentation of Casanova Fellini And this, so my assistant took, no, fortunately not other things.
You've met so many famous people.
And she was so sweet, Linda McCartney. So not only famous, but also so sweet, so big heart. So we met in Venice because Paul McCartney made a concert in Venice at the time of the presentation of Casanova, of Fellini in Venice. Of course, Casanova is from Venice. And so good people. I am lucky to have met a good people, nice people like you and like Linda, like Judith Malina, Dario Bellezza, etc., and Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, to whom we're dedicating today's show. But we've also introduced our audience to other artists through you, and also through your performance, which is always captivating.
I don't know.
Always.
We try our best, of course, because we love the audience, we love the people, you, me, and also my friend. So this is a manifestation of love and harmony, no?
Yeah.
So, and we hope to have to do something in common, because I will be very honored to work with you in.
I'm such a lucky girl, right?
Oh yes, lucky, lucky, yes, but no, beautiful. I understood beautiful. I say yes.
Oh, thanks. I'm not feeling that way today, but you're so
and
sweet.
you, yes, I am lucky, me, because you. Absolutely, yes, really.
Aw, that's really sweet of you, Federico. We've got just a few minutes to
Yes.
the show.
Yes.
I want to make sure it's unfortunate that we're not live, because probably some people would have more questions.
Oh, next time, if you like. What is going on here? Oh, Jennifer, a surprise.
Oh.
Me? In some article about Pasolini, Wardal, me, and In Bellezza. This was years ago when I performed Turbamento of Dario Bellezza related to Pasolini. So up in El Messaggero, a very important Italian newspaper, Pasolini and Wardal in Bellezza. So they put me close to Pasolini. This is too much, really. Because I am so small and Pasolini was so big, but it's okay.
Yeah, you'll take
but
it.
But of course, is to understand my homage by Dario Bellezza to Pasolini, of course. But they put in the title the three names, just because, okay. And this is me at the time of Perturbation, means of Dario Bellezza. Okay, my assistant took some material. Now I can put this again, that there is Frank Sinatra, again, because this is dedicated to Frank Sinatra. And this I was in La Chanteuse Fontane, another story, that is another legend from France, Juliette Gréco. When I met her in Paris, gave me a song that was written by Serge Lama, the author of Je suis malade, that Dalida, of course, sang in so special way. And I made a show about a legend to help me. I was so young, gave me a song. I wrote a story, and I performed in theater with Viviana Polic, a great Italian and Croatian actress. So a lot of course, stories. This is my coat of arms, I said, okay. And so now this story with you. And
here on humble little Planet Glee.
And so we try to continue our life in the best way.
Yeah, I have to say that in all of these pictures of you as an actor, you look so different in each picture. And would you say that that's what you strive to do as an actor, is to always because many American actors always, like Brad Pitt, for example, always wants to be Brad Pitt in
No,
the, in
no,
the
no,
movie.
no, no, no. I like as another Maria Monti, another great Italian actress. We don't have to believe about a role, but too many roles, and all the roles are connected with my life anyway. So I changed
Really?
myself when. My life is fortunately is changing. Fortunately, because otherwise we'll become bored. The life have to be changed. You know, we become bored in very easy way. So we want news, and also our audience want news. It's not the same person. Otherwise, as Dalida said, I don't want to become the caricature of myself.
Right.
So we become a caricature if we play one role, you know, we have to change. It means it's from inside of us. We have to change. Everything is changing, you know.
Yes, and you're completely right. And we're not stuck like we think we are. You know, there are many
Yes.
ways to make changes, even small to small to
Absolutely,
small.
absolutely. As a stage person, of course, I change also my, you know, image that I like to change. Okay, but of course, my image is something, and of course, it's a consequence that I changed inside, of course. It's not the opposite. It means I change my image, as I said, when inside I am changed. Not for fun, never.
I don't think that I've asked you how you got into acting. How you got into performance.
Was a story, very strange story, because really I start to sing, but my father, I fight a lot with my father because he didn't like to see me on the stage, etc. But even my father suggests me to act instead to sing, just about what you said now, because he said, maybe if you sing, you can interpret one role, but if you approach theater, you can interpret an infinite number of roles, so it's better for you. And he was against that I could appear in theater, television, etc. But exactly my father put me close to the theater. And so the impact with the theater when I went to the school was dramatic, because I said, I am a superstar. What you want? And they told me, no way to approach theater in this way. You have to be humble, and now we give to you an humble role, and like a poor man in some drama of Mayakovsky. So instead to interpret a star, the first role for me was a poor man a lot of years ago, you can imagine.
Can we take this up again, because we have to end Planet Glee for right now, and we can say goodbye to
Absolutely.
whomever's watching. I've learned a lot from Federico today about acting and just about life. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much to you, Jennifer.
Thank you to our Planet Glee audience for partaking in this vision. And yeah, so one last bye-bye, and we're gone.